It is really time to end one of the most popular Muslim propagandist slogans and polemics against the Bible, that apparently the Quran is correcting the Bible. Here is Ali Dawah, the biggest propagandist in the world, with over 1.2 million subscribers, regurgitating this slogan. And we will use him as an example. So let's watch this video clip first.
If the Quran copied from the Bible, why did it not copy the mistakes? For example, we know at the time of Joseph, there was kings. They were not pharaohs. The Bible calls them pharaohs. The Quran calls them kings. Why kings? Allah calls the ruler Pharaoh at the time of Moses, but when it talks about the time of Joseph, it says king. Why king? If it's king, that means that the Bible, it could not copy from it. Because if it copied from the Bible, it should call the ruler what? Pharaoh. But it called it king. And this is historically correct because they deciphered the Rosetta Stone and they deciphered the hieroglyphics, and they found out that at the time of Joseph, there was no pharaohs.
So, Ali Dawah and other Muslim propagandists, past and present, who use this argument, are either simply completely ignorant of the Bible, or they are lying. And I'll show you why. Or better yet, the Bible will show you why. But first, did you know that James chapter 2 verse 3 talks about gay clothing in the older English Bibles? Gay clothing. There's a reason why our current modern Bible translation doesn't use that word for fine festive clothing anymore. Because that's not what most people think of today in 2024. You will see why this is relevant shortly, but it's not what you think. This is not the main point in my response to this argument. So keep watching and subscribe, and you look great. Now, the Dawah argument is that the Bible, in the time of Joseph, refers to the ruler of Egypt as Pharaoh and not king, which the Quran does historically correct, referring to him as king. Bible bad, Bible says Pharaoh, Quran good, Quran says king, hashtag Islam is true. Okay, Pharaoh is a title for the ruler of Egypt. Pharaoh and king literally refers to the same. At the time when the Hebrew Bible was written down, during Moses' lifetime, like 2,000 plus years before the Quran, Pharaoh was the most common way to refer to the ruler of Egypt. So why would we expect another word than what was most common at the time when talking about the ruler of Egypt? But I can make it worse for Ali Dawah and other Muslims that regurgitate this slogan. And this is also why we have to conclude that they are either lying or they are completely ignorant of the Bible. Either way, it's not a good look for them. Because what happens when we actually go to read about Joseph in the Bible? Let's go to, for example, Genesis chapter 39 verse 20. And Joseph's master took him and put him into the prison, the place where the king's prisoners were confined, and he was there in prison. Oh no. Oops. How about that? The Bible do refer to the ruler of Egypt as king also. There's a couple of reasons why Pharaoh is the word mainly used, and I gave you one of them earlier. But look at that. The Bible do refer to the ruler of Egypt as king also. 2,000 plus years before the Quran came, and over 4,000 years before ignorant or lying propagandists started to spat out this nonsense. But if you instead want to say, oh, in the passage talk about Joseph being put into the king's prison, that actually refers to another ruler-ish of Egypt, someone separate and distinct from this Pharaoh figure, like a king beneath him or something. First of all, that is such a dumb thing to say historically. And second of all, the Bible refutes that attempted excuse just 2 chapters later. Genesis chapter 41 verse 46. Joseph was 30 years old when he entered the service of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. There is no way around. All Muslim propagandists, past and present, who have used this polemic against the Bible, are either completely ignorant or deceivers. So when this is the case with such a popular Dawah polemic like this one, you should be suspicious on the rest from their toolbox.
Brother Daniel asked a very good question.
Have you ever wondered, why doesn't God, as the maximally perfect and all-loving being, just give everyone, all humans, throughout history, undeniable proof of his existence, including those who claim to be non-resistant non-believers, or something similar? Well, then you should definitely check out my free ebook and audiobook, You don't have to register or sign up for anything, just listen directly to the audiobook on YouTube, or download the PDF, or read the animated ebook on DanielApologetics.com. Again, the book is 100% free, and you can share it with anyone. If you want to support my work, I ask for prayers, that you boost the algorithms by subscribing, liking, and commenting on the videos. And if, big if, this ministry is a blessing to you, plus that you are interested and able, there are financial ways you can help this channel with all from $2 and up monthly, or one-time donations. Any amount is helpful because it all adds up. Links for all this is in the description box. Hope the free book is helpful. God bless.